Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCGP.com. Today is Tuesday, January 17th. Well, welcome back. We had 3 day weekend, nice and relaxing, and things are starting to shape up pretty nicely. With a daily chart here, we're going to take a look at SPY and analyze it just a little bit. Nothing spectacular, but we'll play around with these candles here and go from there. So stretch this out a little bit. You can see today's candle is has no idea what it's doing. It gapped down, continued south, and then bounced off that bottom there and closed midway. So really, there's nothing spectacular going on here. Make sure you use your indicators, and you'll be able to determine what's going to be next. But you can see here, we have this channel right here, the upper trend line, and that's pretty important right there. And you can see right here that we came into this support today, and they said, nah, we're going to bounce right off of that and maybe make it a little bit higher and then go from there. And this is what I gave you over the weekend to really pay attention to. Even though there wasn't much of a move in the market today, it was okay because we still scored 125% and an 80% gain. Called the ins and outs on WhatsApp to all those followers that follow me there. Uh, it's the liquidity's here. I mean, if it moves, it's going to be good. What's going to be great, though, is when we can get a puncture here or a puncture here on this line, because then you're going to start working with different things. And either way, what you want to look at after that, we want to set up this box here, and I'm going to take this high candle and this low candle, and this is the consolidation box that's taking place right now. We've had this epic move to the upside, just like this. We consolidated across, and then something happened, and it fell down even more, and then found its base, off that base right there. This is this candle right here. So that's a nice base, from the Trump area. So I'm going to stick with the daily here. We do have a little bit of a gap right here that we have to stay focused on. That's at 220. There's also another gap in here, I believe, somewhere sneaking around. Let me just check the hourly real quick. Yep, right here. So we want to make sure that we have this identified for your next gap. It's going to be 223.54. So really look at that. So if we get outside of this, and yes, I'm on the hourly here to identify this. Here's what it's looking at. It looking like right now. I mean, basically, what it's coming down to is this channel could get smaller and smaller and smaller until Trump time, right? So inauguration is Friday, and we're in this area over here, and then a decision is going to be made. Now, it could be epic down, okay, all the way down and get these gaps, or we could break out to the upside based on indicators. I will know. When we get closer to that time. But for now, it's just, it's really about scalping and making sure you can, at least make some money every single day on this. But I don't see any measured moves coming yet. But I do see one on inauguration day, unless we break this line unless we break this line. So really stay focused on what we have here. It's a very simple process. We come down and get gaps. As you can see here, this gap is now gotten. Okay, so with that gap being gotten, we did bounce all the way back up close to this, and now we're down here. We're hugging this line. So it's pretty important here that if this line breaks, we really start coming down and getting some of these gaps and some of these other trend lines. And when we get this gap down here, guess what? That's going to be pretty exciting because this longer term trend line is going to be broken. Okay, so now it's going to act as resistance. But we'll get into that. I'm managing this very tightly for our members and for myself because I like money. It's been a great 2 weeks so far, 3 weeks, and it's going to continue that way. So if you want to join us on Skype. We have well over 100 people in the chat room there. It's a private chat room. The guys are amazing. And the girls, sorry. And just add me as a contact, Matto STC, Matto STC, and I will add you to the group. Some amazing people in there. And if you want to join me on WhatsApp and follow my trades ins and outs, you're more than welcome to. Just go to milestonecgp.com, and I will gladly. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see the link for that, and I'll gladly add you to the WhatsApp. Okay. All right, we will talk to you tomorrow as we get closer and closer to Inauguration Day. Have yourself a fantastic night.